Former Trump White House advisor Peter Navarro was arrested in a massive abuse of power on Friday, placed in handcuffs and shackles, a move reserved only for violent felons. By the way, Navarro was indicted for contempt of Congress without so much as a court order. The man himself, Peter Navarro, joins us now. He's the author of that book right there, Taking Back Trump's America. Peter, I am so glad you're here, and I see you standing in front of the Department of Justice. Yeah. And I got to ask you, will you take our audience through what happened at the airport on Friday? Because it just is appalling.
Well, it's beyond appalling, Eric. Let's start with Tuesday and lead into Friday to get the quick backstory here. I filed a civil suit against this kangaroo committee on Capitol Hill that's held me in contempt with illegal and unenforceable subpoenas. Their mission is not to get to the bottom of Jan 6. It's to stop Trump from running for president. Let's be clear about that. I filed that civil suit on really key constitutional issues. That's my duty to the commander-in-chief in this country. So I do that. On Wednesday, I send a letter to Patricia Alloy, the deputy attorney who's in charge of what's going to be this witch hunt. And I say, look, I'm in an untenable position. The Constitution and my duty says I got to do this. I'm looking for a modus vivendi. Call my attorney. Let's figure out a way that you can talk with President Trump, figure out a way to do this. And Eric, I call Walter Giordano. Who's he? He's the FBI agent that the week before had woken me up early in the morning, banging on my door with a subpoena. I said, Walter, I live right across the street, and I do, right across the street from the FBI. Hey, you need me? Just call me or come on over, and whatever you need, it's peaceful, right? So on Thursday night, instead of Patricia Alloy calling my attorney, instead of Giordano calling me on the phone to voluntarily surrender, they cook up the worst kind of shock and awe political theater, whereby they let me get up, have breakfast, like go to the airport, right? And then take me down, literally take me down with 5 FBI agents, all 145 pounds of me, right? As I'm trying to board a plane to go on Mike Huckabee's show in Nashville, you know? So it's handcuffs first. The worst thing Giordano did, and I said this to the magistrate at my hearing, is he would not let me make a phone call to get legal advice at that point. I was denied legal advice till I got in front of that magistrate right off the bat. That, yeah, like, look, illegal alien, everything from illegal aliens to Al-Qaeda terrorists were treated better than I was that day. I get to the jail cell, and it's like leg irons, handcuffs, strip search, no food, no water, no access to anything, solitary confinement. And it's just like, I thinking to myself, this feels like Stalinist Russia or Mao Zedong, Xi Jinping, China. And make no mistake about this, Eric, this is unprecedented. This is absolutely unprecedented in our complete history. No senior White House official has ever been put in leg irons for a contempt of Congress charge. And you're absolutely right. All these, like Eric Holder, whether it's Comey, Page, Strzok in the Russia hoax, Brennan, Clapper, who lied, Schiff, who lies all the time. None of them like out making a ton of money.
What do you think's behind this? What is behind it? I mean, clearly it's theater, it's show, right. But I think that's an important distinction you made. They subpoenaed, they gave you a subpoena the week before, and so they waited till you got to the airport to make a big show, a big public show, instead of showing up at your home. Go ahead.
There's some breaking news for you, Eric. I haven't mentioned this to anybody else. They actually leaked this to the press because nobody knew about this but me and them while I was sitting in that jail cell. Yet very quickly, this thing spread like wildfire in the news. The only explanation for that is they leaked it to create part of the political circus. What's behind it, Eric, is clear. This kangaroo committee on Capitol Hill, in concert with the Justice Department in collusion with the White House, want to make sure Donald Trump is never president again. And I'm in the way. And thanks for showing my Taking Back Trump's America book, because it's taken on a new urgency. I need everybody to buy that because that's going to be my legal defense fund. This is going to, I'm talking to lawyers now. I was doing everything pro se before, but with a 2-year prison sentence staring at me, I got to hire lawyers, and this is going to be a $500,000 lawsuit, and I got to take it all the way to the Supreme Court. So taking back Trump's America, please. But what's behind it is the worst kind of weaponization of the investigatory powers of Congress, partisanship, and a complete breakdown of ethics, morality, law within this Department of Justice. The fact that Patricia Alloy would do what she did in conjunction with an FBI agent instead of negotiating
Peter,
with the president.
Patricia Allure,
civil suit.
Patricia Allure, whoever she is, answers to Merrick Garland, the Attorney General, who answers to the President of the United States. Who do you blame for the treatment you received? By the way, I would say you were treated worse than a terrorist being taken down at an airport trying to board a plane he or she's not allowed to.
Well, Eric, I blame the people who initiated this because we're all people of free will. And if I had been in the White House and this had come across my desk, I would have said, hell no, you don't do that. That's wrong. I don't care who you're doing that to. That's not the way. That's not who this country is. So the fact that Giordana did it and didn't protest, that makes him complicit. The fact that Alloy did it, that makes her complicit. And of course, Matthew Graves is her boss, so he's complicit. Merrick Garland. And then look, part of this thing, Eric, and this is an important point of law. This is probably the most important thing I'm standing up for. They stripped Donald Trump of executive privilege, allegedly, by having Joe Biden do it. There was collusion, either tacit or explicit, between Congress and the White House, and now the Justice Department, to make sure I couldn't have a claim to executive privilege, not by talking to President Trump about it, but by saying I didn't have it because Biden had stripped me of it. There's no case law for that. That is nonsense. I get that in front of the Supreme Court. It's a slam dunk win, and it should be. It needs to be precedent setting. The Supreme Court cannot duck this. They should not duck this.
I paraphrased it as a Banana Republic type fiasco going on, Peter.
Worse.
I would say, probably worse. Peter Navarro, always good having you on, regular guest, and we will talk to you again very soon. Thank you, Peter.
Yes.
Good luck.
Yes, sir.
All right, now let's bring in former Trump campaign advisor.